Hello, this is yours truly, Charles Prosper, of the series Success Through Consistency. And I want to tell you something. It's my bedtime. Normally I'm in bed by about 9:30 because I get up at about 4 every morning. But I couldn't go to bed without getting this out, because this is something that I've noticed that's happened over the years, and I want to present this to you. But first of all, before I really get into what I'm going to say, let me introduce myself in case you don't know who I am. I'm Charles Prosper, and what I do is I help you achieve all of your most important goals through mastering the principle of staying consistent, which is the key to all success. And a few other things that I want to mention before we get into the subject of today's video is that first of all, I have several downloads. If you're looking at me on YouTube, you can see the downloads at the bottom in the comment area. And I do want you to leave comments and ask questions. There are several gifts that that I do want to offer you. The first is my book that you can find on Amazon, Why Consistency is the Key to All Success and How to Be Consistent to achieve any goal. Okay, this is I think it's a masterpiece, but after all, I'm biased because I wrote it. But you can get this complete book in a PDF form if you click on the download link in YouTube, and if you're looking at me on Facebook, in my Facebook group, or either my Facebook page, you can also get access to this book as a download. Excellent book. And speaking of such, if you're not already a member of my Mastermind Facebook group, you want to type in Success Through Consistency, looking for groups, find the group that I orchestrate, and you will be around like-minded people that will help you to achieve your goal by being your accountability partners. And something else I want. Oh yeah, can't forget that. I have an audio, 30-minute audio on consistency that is absolutely mind-boggling. I did it about 5 years ago, and it is a classic. I was definitely in the zone. You want to click on that link, and also you will see the link to that in the bottom as well. Now, did I lose my train of thought? Oh yes. This is a subject, this is like a phenomena that I have noticed that's happened. Whenever I set my mind to achieve a goal and to be consistent with this goal on a regular basis, something happens as though life is trying to discourage me. Life is trying to test me. Now, I don't have any empirical data. There's no studies that I can prove it, but it's happened so much until I can feel it's a real phenomenon. If you look back on your life, you will notice as well that once you really get serious about doing something, and my seriousness is producing a video a day on consistency for you, whenever you get really serious about something, life challenges you and throws all kind of obstacles in the way to see if it can trip you up. Like, for example, I have not missed a day of producing these videos since my birthday, which was on the 2nd of October, and today is the 5th of October. Now, suddenly this morning, the way that I downloaded the videos from iCloud to my computer, it just wouldn't work. Even though I eliminated extra space, it wouldn't work. Then I had to find another solution, which was to use a special software called Simple Transfer. At first, it was a little problematic, and then I got it finally to working. And then after I got it to working, to be able to transfer the video from my phone, which is what I'm using right now, to my computer, what I did was I noticed that when I first put the video on YouTube, it says error message, can't process the video, and I'm going like, what the heck's going on? So I persisted, and I went through and found the solution, and then finally found out how to do it. But the thing that I noticed about this is that I noticed this in a book, a classic book by Napoleon Hill. Now, you may not be in the woo-woo and all this kind of stuff, but you know, there's got to be some kind of other dimensional realities that influence what happens in this life. That there's something in life that puts a test, that tests us to see if you're really serious. And you got to pass this test in order to reach your goal. It's the persistence test. Now, this is what Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, he says, and this was done in 1938, so this is still true today. He says, it's on the subject, it's on the chapter of persistence. He says, those who have cultivated the habit of persistence seem to enjoy insurance against failure. No matter how many times they are defeated, they finally arrive up toward the ladder, up toward the top of the ladder. Now, here's the interesting part. Sometimes it appears that there is a hidden guide whose duty is to test men through all sorts of discouraging experiences. Those who pick themselves up after defeat and keep on trying arrive, and the world cries, bravo, I knew you could do it. The hidden guide lets no one enjoy great achievement without passing the persistence test. Those who can't take it simply do not make the grade. Now, I think there's something going on here. Whether there are some type of other dimensional guides that test us, I don't know. Like Shakespeare said, there's more things in heaven and earth than your philosophy can dream of, Horatio. I think that's what he said. So I don't know. Maybe there is some type of other dimensional life force. Maybe there is some type of guide that gives us the persistence test. But I know it always happens. If you start on a fitness journey and you're on a roll, you don't miss a workout, something's going to happen to mess it up. The gym is going to close for a few days because of an outage, or something's going to happen where you can't make it on time. Something's going to trip you up. There's going to be something that's going to try to discourage you. Things are just not going to work out as smoothly as it was in the first several days. Just something's going to throw a wrench in the whole thing. And I don't know why, but it always happens. It always happens. So I'm telling you to expect it. You will get the persistence test. Whether there is some type of guide, spiritual guide out there that tests you, that life does it, I know it always happens. It never fails. And I realize that part of the mastery of persistence, I'm going to give you the key to persistence. The key to persistence is having the willingness to do whatever it takes. That's what makes consistency work. Let me repeat that. Consistency, let me back up. Persistence, the key to persistence is having the willingness to do whatever it takes. That's what makes persistence work. The willingness to do whatever it takes. And if you have the willingness to do whatever it takes, you will not be discouraged when you get the persistence test, because it will happen. I'm just telling you, I can't prove why or how. It's just one of those things that I know is going to happen. You're going to be given by life, by that spiritual guide, by that other dimensional force, by whatever you want to call it. You're going to be given the persistence test to see if you're going to get discouraged. Everything is going to be going fine, and then there's going to be a monkey wrench to see if you're going to solve the problem, to get back on track, because you're persistent and you're willing to do whatever it takes. That is key. That is key. So that's just a little something that I just wanted to share with you, because I know it is something that really happens each time that you get on the path. Something is just going to get in the way, and it's going to test you to see if you have the mettle to continue. The people who are not committed will usually get off track and eventually stay off track and eventually get out and off the path that they were directed to. So as a heads up, expect the persistence test, be willing to do whatever it takes to get back on track, and then you will find after that things will start moving even faster before you get another persistence test after you reach another higher level. So every time you get to a higher level of success, you're going to be given a persistence test to see if you're ready to go to the next level. So just expect it. That's just something that I just want to get out and express to you because I know it's a real phenomenon. If you've had this same experience when, for example, let's say you're saving up money, everything's going fine, you're saving up that $200 a month, and $500 a month, and then something happens in the third or fourth month and just makes you think that you need to take some money out, or something happens, you get a so-called quote-unquote emergency, and you think you can take some money out. That is the persistence test. That's that spiritual guide. That's life's testing you to see if you can make it. If you make that test, you move on to the next level and you move to a higher level of success. That's the way it works. Leave me some comments on this because I want to see, am I the only one who has had this experience? If I'm not the only one who's had this experience, please help me out. Leave a comment. Tell me if your experience of this has been somewhat similar, okay? And we can help each other out. Now, if you have a really good question, I always say, leave the question in the comment section if you're on YouTube, or if you're on the Facebook group, or if you're on my Facebook page, and I will create a nice, enlightening, profound as I can make it video to address your question, okay? And before I go, what I want you, oh, it's happening. Oh, I can't stop it. Oh, there it is. Okay, if you like this video and enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the like, and we will see you again the next time, okay? I'm gonna go to bed right now. I'm tired, but I'm glad I got this video out to you. Leave me some comments, okay? And we'll see you the next time. Thanks a lot.